Hello, my dear friends of the Chinese Zodiac, of Feng Shui, of the BaZi. And let me ask you, like I did in the last days and weeks, always, do you know your BaZi, your Chinese horoscope? And I think that you may know the animal from your Chinese Zodiac of the year you were born in. Excuse me. But do you know that you have three more animals which are really important for your personality, your career opportunities, and your personal path in life? And those are the animal signs you're born under in the month, day, and hour. And this is why it's called BaZi, 8 characters or 4 pillars of destiny. And today, I would like to add another layer to it. Your career and job chances according to your BaZi. Is it something you would like to know? Let me know in the comments if you do. Hi, I'm Sandra, and I have been teaching and consulting Feng Shui now for almost 20 years, first in Germany and now here in beautiful New Zealand. So you probably remember me saying in other series, if only the animal sign of the year you were born in would determine who you are, we would only have 12 different personalities on the planet. And this is not the case, right? So if you'd like to know more about that, follow my latest BaZi series, Chinese Astrology Explained, and learn BaZi online, the 4 pillars of destiny. Here on this channel, and where in these segments, I introduced each of the 12 animal signs to you and passed on my knowledge about the 4 pillars of destiny. In this series now here, I want to focus on your job and career tendencies. So to speak, the cards that you've been dealt with from birth and how to deal with it and how to work with it. So I hope you have your BaZi at hand from by now. And this is what your BaZi would look like, roughly. Some look different, but all in all, this one. So, and what we're looking at, if we're looking at job and career, if you remember from my other series, is, yes, the month pillar. So have a look at your month pillar, count the elements in there, and see, do you have a water element in there? Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. So if you have a water element in there, then this video is definitely for you. And before you ask, yes, there's a difference between the element on top and the one underneath. If you're looking at short term, like a side gig or only the next few months, and then you want to change anyway, we're looking at the stems. If you're looking at a long-term career and development, we're looking at the branch underneath, which is more stable. So industries and jobs, you see, every industry carries a characteristic, and we already had that in the last videos. So looking at the characteristics of industries, of jobs and elements, we will see some differences and we will see similarities, and those similarities and differences are what makes it easier for you to find your path in life, what comes easy to you and what is really hard. And you will understand that much more if you look at the elements in your month pillar and what they mean actually. So today we're looking at the element water. So classical industries for water would be transportation, flowing, couriers, tourism, aquaculture, obviously, supplying and processing water, strategic planning, and everything in the analytical fields, because they also need to flow, especially the strategic planning needs a flow. So cleaning industry as well. So we're having a water tiger year this year. I'm looking into that more in the next episode, but already start thinking water and the tiger itself. What element is it? Look into that element too. So these are industries that this year probably will have a little bit more of an uplift. The question is now, what is the personality of a water element person? Let's have a look at that. So for a water personality, experience is of essence. They have a more senior approach. So they are also more prone to not feeling like experienced enough. So it could be that their self-esteem is not that big because it's so important to them to be experienced and have a senior approach that they might feel like a fraud at times. So be kind to them. Water people want if you have a water personality in your department, let's say, or in your company, they will set up everything so that it will also function without them being present. So they are not that much out there like a fire personality, for instance, would be. It's all about them. Sorry, fire persons. It's really, they want things to function and to work, even if they are not there. So they know how to lead people so they can function without them. So if I'd approve of someone who has to travel a lot but has a senior function, I would definitely look into a water element personality, because they make sure that everything works well when they're not there, even if they need to travel. So look into that. If you have a position vacant where a person is a leading person but will also not be that much in the company, then the water personality is your person. So another angle of the water personality, and that's really, really an interesting angle for you as an employer, but also for you if you are a water personality yourself, is that you like to cover areas that are useful in the future. You're very oriented into the future, so you have that visionary touch. So again, this is why you need, or why you want everything to function even when you're not there, because you are looking into what's happening in the future. So water people are really good mentors. Mentors as in a father figure. Mentors as in, if you remember what I said about the other elements, this father figure, this mentor, lets you fail to learn the lesson. This personality believes that you learn from your mistakes. So they will teach you how to solve the problem yourself. You see, and that is a totally different approach to like the wood personality or the fire personality. So they're really good teachers, but they will not give you the answer. So the good teacher, in my personal opinion, shows you where to find the answer, and also is patient enough to give you the time to find your answer. So that's totally different. You see that the opposition to the fire element that just wants to get forwards. Come on, I'll give you the answer. It's okay, so that we can carry on. And the water will give you the time to grow and shows you where you will find the answer. They're really good mentors. So maybe you can see the combination of the water tiger already. What's the energy of this year? So if you're looking for a mentor who gives you an ability to then do the job on your own, not depending on them, the water personality would be the mentor you're looking for. And if you are heavy on water in the month pillar, look into those careers and industries that I mentioned, like tourism, strategic planning, analytical field, and choose then the industry or the doing from the other element that you have, because most of us will not have just one element. Most of us will have more elements. So it is about the crossover of those elements. So, and we're talking about the crossovers in the next episode anyway, but already have a look, watch the other element videos of the elements in your month pillar, and then find out where the crossover is for you. So I hope that was helpful. So did you recognize yourself or your spouse, your friend, your partner? And remember, again, you don't have just one element. Or maybe if you have one, find someone who completes you. And the BaZi is just one of the three possibilities to change, because it makes 33% of your luck. The other 66 come from your environment, what we know as Feng Shui, and from your main luck, your choices, beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors. And this is why it's so important to also look at your surrounding, your parents, your spouse, your children. What elements do they have? And how do they complete you? Your business partner. If you have a business partner, look into their dominant elements. So maybe you choose them exactly for that. And this is how you work together. And some of these things will annoy you, but will annoy the hell out of you. But see those weaknesses as part of the strengths, because this is how we succeed, don't we? So if an element is missing in our own barter, we can always choose to have people in our environment who have those elements. And that's probably why we're attracted to them. So in the end, again, it's about the timing of doing the right thing at the right place and with the right people, probably. So I hope you're ready for the last one. And in the last episode, we will look into the crossovers of elements and industries, because as I said, hardly any one of us has just one element. Most of us will have 2 or 3 different ones. So what does that mean? Let's have a look at that in the next video, where we're looking again at the strengths, acknowledging the weaknesses, start creating our own path in life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and who gets to decide which is which. And if you like what you see in here, like it, share it, subscribe, comment down here. And I hope to see you again in the next episode, where we're looking at the bottom line of all of that. Bye.